Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Dean the Turkey Lakester, and welcome. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a special edition of my Let's Talk Turkey. This is a special stream in a couple different ways. Let me fix my turkey leg ears. Um, I have been on a sabbatical for a couple of weeks. I did a Memorial Day stream last weekend, I think it was. I also did a couple of really good streams from Disney World, from Animal Kingdom, and also Magic Kingdom back on Tuesday. Really enjoyed those streams. Had a good long day at Disney, and but I am looking forward to getting back into the streams, bringing back Let's Talk Turkey to Tuesdays, Once Upon a Turkey Leg to Thursdays. Um, I did not go live for Once Upon a Turkey Leg this week. I was a little under the weather, so I decided I was the best to not force, myself to stream, which I think was a smart decision. And that was a smart. I was able to rest, feel much better, and I felt much better the next morning. Feeling really good tonight. Um, so yes, if you saw the thumbnail, you see that it says a Summer of Friends series kickoff. Excuse me. Welcome in, Jason. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Happy weekend to you. Happy Saturday. And to anyone else watching this on the replay. I know it is Saturday night. It is not my normal night, although I do go live on Saturday nights sometimes when either it doesn't work out or I just need an extra time slot. This is it. And but I know there are other people that will be live over the weekend. So bop that like button if you would. If you are watching this on the replay, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm going to just be on here for a little bit tonight, chatting with some people and talking about. I'll be chatting with you in the chat section, but I'm also going to be talking about my upcoming series that is called um, A Summer of Friends. And what it is, um, so let me tell you where it came from. A Summer of Friends is, let me tell you what it is first, and I'll tell you where it came from. Um, so Summer of Friends is going to be a series of um, 8 to 10, 8 or 9, or I'll have to count when I get to the list. I'm going to show you the list. Um, about 8-ish streams over the June and July. Um, all on Tuesdays, except one will be on a Saturday night. So I'll tell you which one that is. Monarch Miracles, welcome in. Happy weekend. I'm glad to have you in here. So I have gotten to know a lot of good people, great people, wonderful people over the past several years. Um, some of them have been in person. Some of them have been exclusively just through YouTube, either here or on other channels. Um, and I have greatly enjoyed it. But there's never enough time. And I've been looking at wanting to bring on special guests on a more regular basis. That had been my goal back last year. I had a few people on in November and in December. Sorry, in December, and and then it kind of petered out with the new year with during the Christmas season and the new year, and I just now getting to thinking about having people on more regularly. Let me say hello, Julie McCowan. Hello, welcome in. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in, and Jonathan Chong, welcome in as well. Happy weekend once again to everybody. So, about a month or so ago, I did it's just maybe been a little more than a month. I did well, it's probably been about a month, actually. I think it was towards the end of April that I did this. I had a celebration stream for reaching 700 subscribers. And I had a bunch of people on the screen. I had about, I forget how many I had. So many people on just for and I only go live for like about an hour. So I enjoyed it a lot, but after the fact, it became clear to me that having multiple guests on a stream is not my forte. I really need to limit it to just one, possibly two people at a time, but really one is that sweet spot for me because then I have the conversation with the person. I have, um, keeping the conversation going, but also interacting with the chat. And I know even when sometimes it's a struggle to keep up with the chat when I'm going off on my talking. Um, but after that stream, I decided, okay, maybe I need to start, really go back to um, having one person on at a time regularly. And so I thought for a couple of weeks, wouldn't it be nice, once a month to have someone on? And then I had this great idea. What if because I didn't know, I knew I was taking some couple weeks off in May, and I'm just now coming back from that. I knew I would need an idea for this point, at the end of May going into June. What am I gonna do? And so I did some more thinking, and I came up with the idea of having a series and having a bunch of people on consecutive weeks. And so I came up with a summer of friends. And so this is pretty much a summer of friends is pretty much the first title that I came up with. It didn't really go through too many variations. There may have been a couple other titles that I had in mind, but when I picked a summer of friends, that was pretty much it. So here we go with a summer of friends. It is kicking off next week on Tuesday, and I'm so excited. I reached out to so many people, and originally my plan was to have it be only the month of June, and I was going to have it be the 4 Tuesdays in June, and I'd have, I would, because I didn't think that everyone that I reached out to would respond. And most of the people that I reached out to actually responded, which was so many. The Curtis family, Chris, welcome in, and Just got dinner with the wife. It's there. Oh, well, happy anniversary to Chris and to Mrs. Curtis. Happy anniversary. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate that on such a special night. Debbie Burnfield, welcome in and happy weekend. So, um, I had a whole list of people that I reached out to for this series, and invited them on. And I was actually pleasantly surprised because I reached out the day that I reached out. It was like first thing in the morning. I send out all my evites through like, direct message. And oh my goodness, within a couple hours, I had people, a ton of people respond to my invites. And Monarch Miracles, I will talk about that in a second. That does not mean that. Um, and it became clear that I had to go into July. So this series is, oh, it's just a joke, but I am gonna address that. Um, so I ended up going into July, and that's where I put the cutoff. There were a few friends that I still may, a few people. I just say a few people, a few friends, because there's so many that I was thinking that just popped in my head that I, what would be nice to chat with. And so to talk about uh, Monarch Miracles, the thing is that there are so many people. I have so many people that I interact with on all the channels in this Disney YouTube community um, that I would love to have. I could do this. I could have a guest on like in what's the word? Perpetuity, I think is the word. Every single week consistently for the whole year. And I don't think I would like run out of people. I could even, to be honest, the people that I have for the on the series, um, I'm gonna be interested in even having them on a second time. I'm sure a lot of them, a lot if not all of them. Um, but so it was just kind of, I started with the people that I had on um, for my celebration stream for 700 subscribers, and I invited them on, and then there were a few others that I brought on, and I'm going to show you the list. Dave's Disney Dreams, hello, welcome in. Dave's Disney Dreams is actually going to be one of the people. The Disney community is amazing. I do agree with that. I do agree. So what I'm going to do with this series is tonight is the only volume of this series, this kickoff introduction series that I'm doing, where I will show you the entire list of my guests when I go live each and every night of the or edition episode of this series. Um, I am not going to say who's on the next week. Um, you'll have to refer to this stream or look on the channel. The all the streams are scheduled, and all of the thumbnails and the titles have the individuals that are in going to be my guests on this series. So coming up in, okay, so this is the part where, let me just make sure I have no one, or let me see who else is in chat here. Okay, I am going to share the stream, othering the screen, tag, share. All right, add to stage. There we go. I don't like that. I don't like that either. 1 second, guys. There we are. All right, so here we go. It's the Summer of Friends. It launches this Tuesday, June the 3rd. Um, we will start with Zippity Doo Doug. Zippity Doo Doug is has had me on his stream, his Hump Day Hangout twice um last year, and I thought it was high time that I invite him on to chit chat. Doug is actually down in Disney, in Florida. He drove down today, and so he will be joining me from wherever he is staying down in Florida. So I look forward to Doug on this coming Tuesday. Now we're going to kick it off with a Zippity Doo Doug. The following Tuesday, we are going to have Surfer Girl 326 Cherie will be my special guest on the series on the 10th of June. Cherie, I have had on the channel once back in the early days of the channel. I have met her. I have met her and gotten to meet up with her a couple of times um, over the last couple of years. It'll be fun to chat with Cherie. Um, really excited to chat with her. On the 17th, I'm excited to be talking with the Adventure Lees, Heather and Emmy. Um, I got to meet them back in December at Magical Night of Hope, and then I saw them again at a meetup that we did at one of the Disney resorts the next day. Again, briefly, and then I follow them on, social media. So it'd be great to chat with them. So those are all Tuesdays. This stream here, I kept it on here because I want to just let you know it's halfway to Christmas in June. June is 6 months until we get to December, and so we are at that celebrating halfway to Christmas. This is actually a Saturday. The 21st is a Saturday. That will be a special edition of Let's Talk Turkey. It will not be part of the summer series, but it is just part of my stream my stream plan. So I left it on for this for tonight. So make plans to join me on the 21st, halfway to Christmas. Then we come back to the summer series on the 24th. I'll be talking with Tina Marie, whose channel is T Marie's Place. Tina, I will looking forward to this chat. Looking forward to all the chats really, but I'll be looking forward to chatting with Tina on the 24th of June. July 1st, Dave Stragand. Stragand, I will be chatting with Dave on July the 1st. Looking forward to that. I got to meet Dave. I got to meet Dave at Magical Night of Hope um, this past December as well, and that was a lot of fun. Then the eighth, the one and the only, the amazing Donna Jaworski of Dinners with Donna, who I got to, I've met a couple times. The most recent, of course, was at Magical Night of Hope, and we interact on social media quite regularly. And I'm going to be talking to Donna Jaworski about everything in her world, cooking, her YouTube channel, her what she loves about Disney. She kind of has, I think she likes pins. So I'm going to talk to Donna about pins, I think, a little bit. She may have a few pins to share. That coming Saturday is our one Saturday edition of this series. I will be chatting with Mark Langenkamp on the 12th. That's the following that week. I'll be chatting with Mark Langenkamp, um, I got to meet Mark at Magical Night of Hope, and we chat back and forth as well on social media, and that'll be great to talk to Mark and get to know him a little bit. And then we have Mr. Dean Rice of the Live Place, who I had on the channel back in November. He also came on. Mark came on. Dave Straken also came on for my celebration stream for 700 subscribers. But I'm going to have Dean on to chat again, more about maybe what he loves about Disney, some of his interests. I had a blast the first time that he was on, and so I'm looking forward to having him on again. Dave Cantrell, who is Dave's Disney Dreams, who is in chat, will be my guest on the 22nd. Um, and I'm sorry, guys, I will come back to the chat in a second. Um, but yeah, Dave Cantrell, um, Dave's Disney Dreams, he will be on with me on July 22nd. I got to meet Dave in person um, last December at the meetup in December at the on the boardwalk, Disney's boardwalk. I got to meet Dave in person finally. We've been trying to meet up, and um, it'll be a whole lot of fun. And then the series wraps up on July the 29th with Monorail Molly with Jen, who I got to meet at the Magical Night of Hope, and I am looking forward to chatting with Jen. Let me I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the list there. And then also, so that will complete the Summer of Friends series, a Summer of Friends. And then coming attractions, guys, Park Talk is coming in August, where I will be talking about the Disney World parks. And then Friendtober coming in. I'm still ironing out the details of this. This is a similar style series to A Summer of Friends, where I'll be reaching out again to a few more friends for probably likely October, just because you see the name Friendtober, October. I might just keep it to a shorter series, but I'm looking at it could possibly be the last week or two in September, maybe spill into the first week or two of November. So that is that is where am I? Where am I? Nope. Where am I? Am I clicking? Hey, there I am. Hi, everybody. All right, there I am. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. All right, I am back. I am back to the chat here. Let's see here. Dave's Disney Dream is in here. Yep, Dave. Julie McCown. Yes, it will be fun. It'll be all fun, 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 fun. Stephanie Keel, welcome in. Hello. Um. Debbie, I don't think I saw a response from you, Debbie, but I can, after I tell you what, Debbie, I think I have your phone number. Let me try to text or call you right after the stream. Ryan Rowe, welcome in. Hello, hello. Happy weekend. Stephanie, I don't know how we didn't meet you at the Magical Night of Hope last December because Paul and I were both. Yes, I was oh my goodness, there were so many people at Magical Night of Hope. Um and I think I saw you guys, Stephanie and Paul. I think I both saw you guys, sitting down at your table, and I told myself it was during like the program or when it was starting. I told myself I really need to go say hi to Stephanie and Paul. And I met so many people at Magical Night of Hope. It was just a friend of Palooza. Um, it was just amazing, and it was just too many people to chat with, and it kind of like there were a couple people that I wanted to go say hi to, and I saw them, and I started to go across the room, and by the time I was there, there were like people that had gone up to them to like chat, and it was like, or then I saw someone else, and it was a really like it was a lot. It was great, but yeah, I hope that there is an opportunity to meet you, Stephanie, and meet and Paul. And congratulations, by the way, to you and Paul on your upcoming marriage, wedding, and um, it's an exciting new chapter. Is this still upcoming, or did it happen already? Anyway, congratulations on that. It'll be a wonderful, fun new chapter. And I start a chat. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Okay. So anyway, yeah, maybe this December. Yeah, I would definitely like to go to Magical Night of Hope again, or at least if there's another like meetup. Um, I had I enjoyed Magical Night of Hope, but I had trouble. I had trouble with I had trouble with the seats, and I'm not a little guy. I had trouble with those fold out seats, and the program was what, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. It was long. It was great, but it was long, and so I had, and I know that they said you could get up and leave and go, move around and stuff, but then you miss the program. And so I'm not going to do that. So, I just sat there, and my rear end was the Grinch, after that. And, so I don't know. I think it's worth putting up with it, for the program, but I kind of wish, they had better chairs, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'll actually be going, but I'm definitely going to try to be aware if there's a meetup like that time frame, if anyone's hosting any kind of a big meetup, or I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're like end of May, so anything can happen. between now and then. But anywho. So anyway, back to my series, Summer of Friends. I'm excited to be talking to all these people that I've just um, I just put on the list, had on the list, and I am looking forward to getting to know them more, having a good time, and just enjoying it. And so again, that launches coming up this Tuesday, the 3rd, and all these streams are at 9 o'clock. They are all Tuesdays except for July the 12th with Mark Langenkamp and my halfway to Christmas chat, which will be just me. Um, but we'll be talking Christmas. It'll be fun. I'm gonna come up with some kind of Christmas fun. Um, for that is June the 21st, and that's gonna be what? That's 3 weeks from tonight. Um, so it'll be a lot of fun. That's a Saturday. That's a Saturday night. And that's all 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I look forward to all this series, all the streams. Also, Once Upon a Turkey Leg will be back coming Thursday at 9 o'clock. I've missed reading stories to you guys. I have definitely missed that. Um, what else can I announce for the channel? That's pretty much all, by the way, for the series, Chatting with Friends over June and July. It's gonna be great. What Stephanie say? Bring your own chair. Camping. You know I could do that, but then I have to carry it in from the parking lot with my nice dressing up nice. I don't know about that. I guess I could find a if I can find a good quality chair that isn't heavy, that might work. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, what else was I gonna say? So anyway, with the summer being here, and it's already happened. Um, I'm here in Central Florida, and it's getting hot. It's been getting hot for a few weeks now. For during, May, even April was warm. Um, so I don't know if I'm actually going to be doing, um, I don't know when my next Disney stream is. Um, watch your notifications. There may be one on Friday, possibly. Um, but I'm not sure. Um, but I do have a stream set up to go visit a state park that I looked up, I know about, that I want to go drive up and visit. I think it'll be not this coming week, but the next week. Um, and I have a stream set up to go, and hopefully there's enough signal there. Um, so Monarch Miracles, we are looking forward to this summertime series. Me too. Me too. I gotta tell you, if I wasn't doing the streams, I would be watching. Um, and I actually need to. I need to actually. Um, part of the development of this whole thing, Stephanie, I know you're one of the part of the Triple C show with Pete McDevitt. I absolutely love that show. I haven't been able to watch all the interviews, but I have watched a good bit of them, and I absolutely love that show. And I think was in the back of my mind was that it's so wonderful having people on to get to know them. And so that was a little bit of an inspiration um, while I was developing this. I don't know that I'm going to do as good of an interview as you all do. Um, but it was just kind of like because I know it's a lot of fun getting to know people, and through the internet we can get to know people from miles away. Um, like Stephanie, like I know everyone. Generally, I know everyone. I don't know if anyone. So Julie, I'm not sure where you live. Stephanie, I'm not sure where all of you actually live, but I know that I know Jonathan is up in Canada. Dave's up in another part of Florida. Wherever you guys are, Debbie is you're in a different part of Florida, and the Maryland currently see, and I know Pete's in Maryland as well, and to be able to Julie's in Michigan. Okay. Monarch Miracles is on the good side of PA. I'm not sure which one that is. Kay Wilby, welcome in. Um, but the beauty of technology is that we can connect. And I know that all the people that I'm interviewing, that I'm going to be having on here, um, is all, they're all not in where I'm at. Um, some are a little closer, some are a little further, and it's just amazing, you know. So and I've commented on that before. I've commented on that before on my streams. Um, um, that it's such a marvel that, and I don't have my phone with me, but the streamers in the parks that they can bring the parks to you um, with just their phone and their gimbal, and in the not too distant past, you had to have a whole professional a thing to do a videos, and then now it's just very portable, and I'm sure in the not too distant future that may even evolve into something even better. So anyway, with that, I am. Oh, what did Monarch Miracles? Ask Doug when he's on. We disagree on that. Okay. All right, I will ask. Doug is in the eastern part, so he must be in the western part. Oh, I have a few comments on that, but I'll have to message you, Monarch Miracles, um, on why that is. There's a reason why I don't want to get into the whole Pennsylvania discussion. Um, anyway. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. I actually went on a little bit longer than I intended, but I wanted to come on and chat with you guys and introduce this series. And if you all are not doing anything on, you know, the coming up Tuesdays in June and July, pop in here 9 o'clock. Um, there's gonna be fun. There's gonna be maybe some shenanigans or whatever. Um, but I don't know. You never know when you have someone on. Um, but that's gonna do it. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys. If it's hot where you are, like it is where I am, stay cool. Stay in the air conditioning. Have lots of whatever you do to stay cool. Um, and if it's not hot where you are, count yourself blessed and get some fresh air because summer's gonna be hot everywhere, I think. Um, all right, well, bop the like button if you have not already. And the high is 70 here tomorrow. All right, Stephanie, I'm driving up. I am driving up. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive up. I would love a high of 70 degrees. I think the low tonight here is 70 degrees. I don't have the weather near me, but mm. Jonathan said, coming Tuesday, I'm seeing a 3 hour late movie, so I'll miss the Tuesday streams. Oh, Jonathan, oh, a 3 hour movie. What are you seeing? What are you seeing, Jonathan? That's curious. Um, Speaking of seeing movies, and I'm going to keep going, I guess, for a minute here. Um, I really want to see the new, and I don't see movies a lot. Not big at all on watching movies in movie theaters. I am not a theater person. Um, but I'm interested in seeing the live action version of the How to Train Your Dragon. I keep seeing previews and everything. I really enjoyed the um, the original animated versions, and so I am looking forward to going to see that movie. And I gotta tell you, I hope it's a really good movie because it's been years since I have wanted to even go see a movie in a theater. I think it's been at least 5 years, um, probably longer. I think I went to see, oh, okay, Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible. Oh, okay, Mission Impossible. Well, I hope you enjoyed that movie, Jonathan. What's the last movie I saw? Okay, I promise, once I remember, I'm gonna sign off here tonight. What's the last movie? I think it might have been The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars. That was probably it, because then I think that was 2019. Then of course 2020, everything happened and the world got weird um, with everything. So that kind of put a knife in my desire to see a movie in a theater. Um, so you saw Stitch last weekend. I'm gonna wait until that comes to Disney Plus to to watch that. I liked the previews, what I saw in the previews. So I am interested to see how this Disney live action um is actually is. Um, so yeah, I look for yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. So that is now 5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, I am gonna go ahead and sign off. Again, have a great weekend, guys. Um, and and I'll see you guys Tuesday night, 9 o'clock with Zippity Doo Doug. And to kick off the stream and the series. So you all take care. Thank you all for being in here and for watching and subscribing and your support of my YouTube journey. I really appreciate it a lot. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you